Well, folks, today we're in Greensburg, Kansas at Brown Auctions New Year's auction. They do this auction every year. I think this is the 6th or 7th year. I've come down for it. It's only an hour from our lake house down at Medicine Lodge, so we come over here every New Year's or come down to Medicine Lodge to celebrate the New Year's, come over to the auction, buy a whole bunch of stuff, farm toys, signs, advertising, toy trucks, stuff like that. It's kind of what I go for. They have a couple days of pottery and glassware I usually skip. So that's kind of what we're here for today. We'll get done here, we'll buy some stuff, I'll show you what I get, and then we'll go on to Buster's in Sun City, Kansas for the evening. One of my favorite bars. It is my favorite bar, a little cowboy bar in a itty-bitty cowboy town in the Gyp Hills. Nice place. And then we got a whole bunch of other stuff going on this week, so I'll take you along for that too.
13-inch round tray. You man, I can do something with there. There it is. I tell you, I can do something with there. Get $50 bigger than 10, 20, not 30. I can man money's on 40 up there, 40. Read the purple down. You got to 40. 30 there, and then 40. 30 to 40 to 40. I can do $40. 30 there, and then 40. I can man there. You're both out. You say 40. Now 45. You're back in the best. 45, 50. $50 bigger than 55. $55. $55. 55 to 6. You're going to 60 bucks. You're going to 55, 60. $60 big, 55 to 60. All done. 55. You say 60. 55, I forget that number. 70 to the buyer, 70. Lot 3, 21, guys, 4 of these umbrellas. Fancy clear plastic handles, you bet, guys. You buy them all one money, is that the way I understand it? Buy them all one money, all the umbrellas. You bet, not there, get 15, not there, get 10, and then over there, 10, 20, 10, 20, 10, 20, 10, 10. Well,
we're getting a few goodies bought. McCormick Dairy Equipment sign from Lindsborg, Kansas. My mom and my brother both actually went to school at Bethany in Lindsborg, so that's really cool. Grabbed this water wheel depiction of a calendar from 1938 from GF Woodworth Hardware in Halstead. Looks like they were the IH dealer, so that's a really cool old paper piece. A lot of this paper stuff's hard to get a hold of because it just falls apart over time. Team Storm hail sign, didn't get a lot for it. Doesn't really matter. Got a round oak moist air heating sign. Was told this is a Greensburg, Kansas original sign. Was what their old former plumber. Also nabbed up a couple, 3 pretty cool pressed steel pieces. This is I believe it's a Marks made train, the Lightning Express. Missed the emblem here on the front, but the paint and everything else appears really nice. Pretty cool visual decal on the side. The other side's just as good. Then grab this Buddy L IH truck from the 20s. We actually have the red baby version of this at home. It has the full cab and it's red, and was sold through IH dealers back in the day. And then got another cool 1930s IH Buddy L truck. So not the easiest things to find, and I love displaying these. This one probably be for sale. That one not so much. And if you're interested in the train, probably for sale too. We'll get a few other pieces here. Cool fence piece. Got a John Deere company check or amount due for $472 for half a John Deere D from 1936. It's pretty darn cool, from the bank in Caldwell, Kansas. Don't see that every day. Came with a John Deere D advertising piece. Little 30-second scale, 256 Versatile, 30-second scale, 2294. Few thermometers. Studley, Kansas, Osborne, Kansas. Piece from the Wakanda Springs, which is now underneath the Wakanda Lake. IH dealer piece from Lyons, Kansas. Gas and oil therm from Kingman, Kansas. And little horse piece here for my mom. So we had a few wins today. They're about done for the day. We're about ready to take off and head for Buster's, I think. Well, we're all wrapped up for the day. We got Amelia in the car seat, got my wife along. We're headed home. Or, well, we're actually headed to Buster's bar in Sun City. We'll show you that when we get there. But I got a bunch of good stuff. Some will be on the website for sale soon. Some of it's to keep. Some of it's for Dad. Some of it's for myself. So who knows? But we'll go to Buster's, so stay tuned for that. One of the best parts about Buster's is just the drive in. It's pretty scenic. Gyp Hills of Kansas. Nowhere else like it. Just pretty red dirt country.
tired. Damn me.
Well, we successfully made it home from the lake and survived all the holidays and Brown's New Year's auction, as we always do. Got some goodies there. And now I got my 27-foot trailer on, and we're headed Hoxie, Kansas to pick up the first tractor of the week. So we got at least one more to get, if not 5 more, if I have time. So yeah, we're gonna be busy this week. But we'll get to Hoxie and grab this one. Well, I got loaded. Didn't take long. You guys seen that before. It's just me winching and dragging a tractor on. Nothing special. We got a Super W6 International on the deck. I believe it's a 53 model. I'd have to look. It's like 663 serial number, so it's pretty early in the whole Super W series. But it's got a Otter, I think it's a 10-foot or 9.5-foot Otter dozer. Early one with the stenciled Otter on it, so that's kind of cool. The cylinder on it's an IH cylinder too, so that's a nice little grab. I think I paid $550 for this guy. So non-running. It's got an M&W hydraulic pump on it and auxiliary tank for the hydraulics. I haven't looked up underneath the hood to see if there is power steering, but by the looks of the plumbing on the hydraulics, I don't think it's there. Belt pulley. I think it's got a PTO on the back. Obviously one remote to run the up-down on the dozer. So we'll get home and we'll throw a battery in this girl. Motor is loose, we know that much. Pretty original, damn original paint on this one. So that's really cool. We'll get home, throw a battery on it, and we'll see if it lights off. There's a pretty good chance it fires up. If you clean the points and whatever and just fuel and points and crank, I mean, not much to one of these. But yeah, serial 664, it looks like 664. So it's pretty early serial number, Super W6. So we parked across the road from the Hoxie implement. Looks like they got plenty of combines and heads in stock. Not a gleaner in sight though. So we'll hop back on the road here. We got about an hour drive home and get this one off and see if we got time to get it running today. So I have one more tractor to get this week. So I think we're doing that Thursday. Today's Tuesday, so hang out around home tomorrow and work on some projects. I gotta deliver an F20 tomorrow, so that might get a video of that. But yeah, we got a tractor to pick up Thursday. That one's cool, so we'll get moving. Okay, I threw a battery in this guy, gas in it. Yeah, fuel bowl's full. So yeah, there's not much to this. So I pulled the switch out. So that's it. I mean, it's running. The choke's partially on. We'll leave that on for a minute. But that is it. We have oil pressure on that gauge. We got a case gauge for water, so that's interesting. Yeah, it doesn't show charging, but what the hell? That was easy enough, I guess. Wonder if my cylinder here will work. Oh yeah. Okay, so I can get that hooked up instead of the chain. And yeah, we'll drive this off the trailer here in a second. I guess. First gear. And gently down. Yeehaw. Well, that was pretty simple. That's a pretty good $500-some-odd tractor. Guess we want another one. Ooh, it might need power steering now. We'll walk around this girl here, park her into the sun, so we can all look at it a little easier. Not much of a dramatic will it run video here. It just kind of lit right off. Honestly, it looked at it when I picked it up and I was like, it's gonna run. And it did. So there you go. It's a big dozer for a little tractor though. I think it was originally probably on a case 70 or 30 series tractor, especially as close as it was to Hoxie Implement, which was once Tebow Implement. They were a big IH dealer around here, so, or not IH, case dealer back then. 70 or 30 series case is what it was on, I'd guess. But hell, I don't know. Maybe we clean this girl up good and then, I don't know, sell it probably. So I guess if anybody's interested in a 1952 McCormick Super W6 that's serial number 664, so pretty early serial number. This one's for sale. Tires have good tread. I think it's got calcium in the back tires the way it hauled, but yeah, it's a good runner. Live power, about all you can offer on one of these. So that's it on this little Super W6. I still got one more tractor to get on Thursday, so we'll catch you then. Well, we're moving this morning. I started moving about 7. Decided I needed to leave an hour early because it's foggy out. It's also 30 degrees, so it's freezing fog. My antenna is about an inch diameter on my pickup right now. But we've got about, well, it should have been a 3.5 hour drive, and now it's going to get longer. So, I don't know. We're heading 10 miles west of Lyman, Colorado today. So, it's all uphill going there, and once we're loaded, it's downhill. So, we'll keep moving. But we're going to pick up a pretty cool Western tractor today that looked like it was pretty good appearing with some good accessories on it. So it's a little different, not the most desirable thing in the world, but should be profitable. So we'll keep moving and we'll update when we need to. Well, my pickup's still mildly frozen from the freezing fog, but it finally lifted and we're loaded. We're already, headed home, made it 10 miles down the road. Gonna stop and grab some lunch here. I figure better show you what's on the trailer. I mean, as you can see, it's green. It's John Deere. Nasty old egging cab with some pretty awesome sun visors. Very, very period correct. But this one's a standard 40/20 with an M&W turbo. Very straight, pretty straight. Hood's a little bent up on the front. Very original. Nasty old egging cab that's probably going to come off as soon as I get it off the trailer. But pretty nice, original, dry climate tractor. Rigid front end. Tallest exhaust I've seen in a while. Big old tall air cleaner. We're going to shorten that stuff up once I get the cab off of it. Really do like the sunshades. Those are nice. I got an 806 with an egging cab that might look good with those on it, but it's pretty nice. Tires are good. This one's brand new. The other one on the other side's a little older. But it's got brand new Titan tires on the back of it. M&W turbo. It's hiding up underneath there, but it fired right up and drove around good this morning. I actually winched it on the trailer because the trailer floor is icy. You can't really see it, but I winched it backwards on up over my fenders just to be safe. But she's pretty nice. I think it's a 67 model, if I remember correctly. Pretty sure it's 67. But, pretty barren in here. One remote, PTO, no 3-point, nothing special. Just a standard 40/20, which you don't really see a ton of standard 40/20s in general. But, I don't know, this thing might look good instead of clamp on 34-inch duals on it because it's got the short axles because it is standard. She's pretty nice. Really liking it. I like one of these new gen John Deere's every now and then. Did a 43/20 last year, then ended up in South Dakota at a friend of mine. Pretty good tractor too. So yeah, not the highest value because it doesn't have 3-point, but pretty solid. So we'll get home and then we'll walk around this thing some more. Well, we made her home. Drove this girl down off the trailer. Had to give a little snort of ether. It is a little cold out today, and there's not a 40/20 that isn't cold-blooded, in my opinion. But yeah, we'll walk around this and we'll take her for a spin down the road and back. So This is a pretty straight old 4020 standard diesel with an M&W turbo up under the hood. So pretty cool that it still has the decals on it. Brand new rear rubber. Front rubber is pretty good, but I'm probably going to put bigger front rubber on. Honestly, I think this cab is short for the world. I will probably take it off. I'll put the sunshades, paint them red, and put them on my 806 over there with an egging cab, just because, yeah, the market or resale on this thing is bad with an egging cab. Let's go with that. You actually lose money for having an egging cab on a tractor generally. But it's got the 1000 PTO in it right now, but I'd assume the 540 is underneath the cover there. Wide swing drawbar. Sounds pretty good. Fire. You can hear that turbo whistling a little bit standing here. Needs a full service. That decal there is intact too, so that's really cool. But yeah, she's got good rear rubber. I mean, they're like new. So it's got some patina here, but we're gonna polish this girl up and do a paint treatment on it. It'll look pretty good when we're done, I think. But she's all here, very complete. The guy said his dad bought this girl new, and they had actually farmed with it some, and then they got their ground put into CRP, and they just fed cattle some with it, so it probably didn't see much work. I think they said they'd had ground in CRP for 35 years, so it had not really seen field work in quite a while. Well, let's latch, I guess that door latch. There we go. Got the door latch back there. We'll step up in here. Our meter reads 5,500. I don't know if that's original or not. Holding pretty good oil pressure. I know it's charging because I had to boost it to start it. It said 14.6 volts. Hasn't warmed up yet, really. We had it running for a bit, but we'll shove her in gear and run her to the corner and back. I need to adjust the clutch, it feels like. Clutch is clear out there on the end of the pedal. Tight. It's not wandering all over the place, so that's good. I've never been on one of these that was a standard with the fenders still intact, and that's pretty cool. I like the big wraparound fenders and the dust shields here. They look really cool with the cab off it, in my opinion. So we're just going to run her down here to the corner and right back to the yard. And in the shop, because I'm going to start unbolting things to get this cab off here, because I don't want it. Whoever buys it isn't going to want it, I know that much. Yeah, these egging cabs are, you're supposed to be able to stand up in them, and I'm 6'4", and I guess I can stand up, but my head's hitting the ceiling. I suppose if you're 5'10", you might not have that problem quite so bad. But yeah, we gotta shorten those heights down a ways too. They're pretty excessive. Way excessive. So we'll work on that part of the deal too. But she runs good. Steering's tight. No weird noises. Shifts nice. Got nothing but good things to say. So yeah. Got the M&W decal there still. Looks like I might have had something mounted there at one point in time. The Ford radio up there, which is kind of funny. There's a hole in the hood where the muffler was. No big deal. Cruise this thing. The tires are a little flat spotted from sitting, I can tell you that much. cars here in a second, and that's it. But that's it for this tractor and this whole week's run around with the Super W6 and Browns auction on Sunday. So thanks for tuning in. We'll be working on this one more, starting to take the cab off of it and giving it a full service and detail and polish and wax and whatever, and find us for different front rims and tires. But there'll be a lot more to come. We got more projects too. Please like, comment, subscribe, share it with your friends, you know, and go drag some out of the weeds and get it running. Be good for you.